As we welcome you back into the broadcast, we apologize. We had technical difficulties here, as can be during away games. Unfortunately, we missed some action. Panthers drove 56 yards in 2 plays, took 29 seconds off the clock, as a huge connection from barrier to Trotter for 54 yards. Made it 1st and goal, and Barrier snuck it into the end zone after that on the following play to make it 6-0. The 2-point conversion was good, and your score now is 8-0 as the Pioneers have their second possession of the ball game with 10:08 remaining here in the first quarter. LeBlanc out of the gun, 4 wide, 2 to each side. From the far hash, looking downfield, has a man, is going to be met at the 40-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 5 as the completion goes to number 12, Colt Teichman. Second down and 5 from the Pioneer 40. They're sending trips to the far side. Moves Perrine to the near side. Expecting the blitz, and it's coming. Has time, picked up well, delivers, caught across midfield, and down the sideline he goes. 30, it's going to be a foot race. Can Tyler Kelly catch him? He does. He catches him at the 4, but the damage has been done.
That's the first.
66 yards. Quickly out of the gun, handoff. Gets met at the line of scrimmage, bounces off, and into the end zone is Perrine as he's able to cap the drive.
Perrine.
So swinging gate formation also for the Pioneers. And they elect to move back into the point after formation. Rhett Laverne on to handle the kicking duties. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:04 remaining in the first quarter, we've got a ball game. Anahuac 8. The Pioneers 7. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need a long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get that lot cleared to build something great? Look no further. Trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate today at 409-267-1057 or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live again. Apologies for the interruption. Not sure if we're working out the hot spot. Obviously, the road games, as it goes, it's difficult at times. So what I've done is just went straight to YouTube instead of trying to multi-stream, hoping that will hold a stable connection. Hopefully get the kinks worked out of that here in the coming weeks. But nevertheless, direct everybody toward the YouTube channel. That's where we're streaming to now. And it says Anahuac versus Lutheran South 2.0.
So handling the kickoff and coming down to the 6, across the 15, gets to the 20, and is going to have forward progress to the 21, as that is where the Panthers will set up shop for their second possession of the ball game.
Again, apologies. Direct everybody that you can to our YouTube channel. That's where we're up and live at now.
Good job.
It sounds like they're right underneath us, doesn't it? Are they piping? They're piping it through the sound system, I think.
Yeah, I think so. First down and 10 from the Panther 21. 3 wide. Cunningham, Trotter, Garza. Dalo offset. Flags before the play, and there may have been movement. That is the call. False start against the Panthers will be the first penalty of the ball game. We'll bring up first down and 15 and move the ball back to the Panther 16.
So, first 15 to the Panthers.
Man, I hate when that happens.
False starts?
No. Drop screens. Always difficult. I mean, I'm glad it happened early in the football game, but nevertheless, I mean, we're back up and running now.
Barrier. Quick toss. Cunningham, left side, is going to be caught and pushed out of bounds. Should be a pickup of 7. They're going to give him 8. Bring up second down and 7.
That's going to be fun all night.
Yeah. They have a broadcast crew up here, too.
Yeah.
Barrier looking downfield. Goes in and out of the hands of Garza and intercepted across the 25 and taken down.
Yeah, just a little bit too high of a pass on the part of Brady Barrier as we go to the door propane replay. Looking for Garza over the middle of the field. He was well covered, and Brady stepping up. Just a little high, went off the fingertips of Garza and into the breadbasket of the would-be defender. So kind of a rough start for the Panthers so far in this football game. And they're going to have to rely on their defense to come up big here as the Lutheran South Pioneers will start it in close to the red zone.
From the Panther 23. J.D. LeBlanc brings his offense back onto the field from the near half. Sends a man in motion. Handoff straight up Broadway. Farine has room and is going to be met at the first down marker. Needed 10, got 10, moved the chains, first down.
Jackson Lee's coming over the middle and making a good hit, but not enough for the first down.
5 carries, 90 yards for Scott Farine. First and 10. They feed him again. Has a hole, but this time he's going to be met and dropped.
Again, Jackson Leaf with a big hit coming, it seemed like nowhere, shedding his blocker. And if it wasn't for that, then he definitely would have been into the end zone.
Gain of 6. Second down and 4. Sun has finally gone down. Too wide. Takes the handoff to Farine. He's going to keep it. And across the 10 and going to pick up a few, but that's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, caught up from behind by Quandre Coates. The Anahuac Panthers did a good job of recognizing that play. And the keeper from LeBlanc bring up third down and what looks like maybe 4.
So give him a pickup of 2. Second, third down of the ball game for the Pioneers. LeBlanc hands it to Farine. He gets met at the line of scrimmage.
Well, maybe a little short.
It looks like he's only going to pick up 1. And that's where they're going to mark it short.
Be interesting to see.
We'll see what they elect to do. Field goal gives them the lead.
Their kicker is coming on.
They're deep in Panther territory. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense out for it. They've got LeBlanc and Farine and back. LeBlanc's going to be out of the gun. Too wide to the near side. 4th and 1. Sends Teekman in motion. Rolling left. Looking left. Running out of time. Going out of the end zone. Turnover on downs.
That's a big stand by the Anahuac Panther defense after turning the ball over on their last possession. And, man, the Panthers have got a lot of field to go 5:56 remaining here in the first quarter.
The Pioneers trying to cash in on great field position there, could not, as the Panther defense held. And now the Panthers, as you said, deep in their own territory on their own 5 with 5:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Barrier out of the gun on his goal line, hands it off. Dalo, left side, is going to pick up a few. As he's going to pick up 2, will bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, kind of getting tripped up there in the backfield by his shoelaces, having to do a barrel roll forward was Delao.
So they're going to mark it as second down and 7. So they're going to pick up a 3. They'll hand it off to him again, trying to find his way through the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. That's going to bring up third down and long. Third down and 7. We'll take under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
No choice here in a passing situation to pick up this first down. It's definitely loud over here.
Whoever said you need more cowbell. Barrier trying to keep himself. Puts it on the turf. He's going to get back on it, but that's going to be a loss of 1 and bring up fourth down.
Not sure what's going on with the Panther offense here tonight. Can't seem to get their feet underneath them.
So Dalo will be in his own end zone to handle the punt. Ball will be snapped in between the 6 and the 7. Low snap. Dalo gets it off. Good punt is going to fall down at the 39. Has lots of room. 25, 20, 15, 10. Has the edge. Is going to be pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5 or 6. But once again, fantastic field position for the Pioneers.
Yeah, I mean,
Robinson had the corner and then turned on the afterburners.
Yeah, not a bad kick from where Delao was in the end zone, maybe 45 yards. But a huge gap on the near sideline opened up, and you could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could drive a truck through it.
First down and goal for the Pioneers from the 7. 3:56 on the clock. Sends a man in motion, had false start.
Was it false start?
There's a flag. There's a flag down. It should be illegal motion at the very least. Yeah, there it is. So penalty against the Pioneers will bring the football back, take the touchdown off the board, and that'll bring up first and goal from the 12.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the interruption earlier. Appreciate everybody coming back here for the restream.
Fakes. No, he does get Farine does
Still
get the handoff. Pretty good yardage there.
Farine on the carry.
Looks like a pickup of 6 brings up second down and goal from the 7.
And ain't no doubt about it, the Pioneers have come to fight tonight and play football.
Second down and goal here in the first quarter. LeBlanc out of the gun. From the near hash, fakes it. He's looking to keep it himself.
That's some blockers.
And he is going to be met by Quandre Coates before he gets to the end zone. He is going to pick up a few. Looks like he's going to pick up 3. We'll bring it 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, from the 5 or 4. I think he's standing at the 4, actually. Timeout being taken on the field by Lutheran South. We'll take it with them. 8-7. Panthers with 2:41 remaining here in the first quarter, but the Pioneers are pressing. We'll be back right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, high tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game, make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Go to portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
Back here from Cheekman Field in Pearland on the campus of Lutheran South Academy.
Yeah, I had to turn that crowd mic off because it's so loud.
It's coming through loud and clear. 3rd and goal. Pioneers 0 for 2 on 3rd down so far this evening. LeBlanc looks, has a man, lofts it up, and it's going to be
flags everywhere.
Interference.
You can't.
He never turned his head around.
Exactly. You've got to turn and make a play on the football, and plenty of contact was made while that football was in the air. So that's what drew the pass interference flags. They'll move the ball half the distance to the goal and remains 3rd down and goal.
Automatic first down,
excuse me. So a fresh set of downs to work with for the Pioneers.
From the Panther 2. Pioneers looking to put up their 2nd touchdown. 3 backs behind LeBlanc. Hands it to the last man through, and he can walk into the end zone. Touchdown for Braden Robinson.
For the pass interference call, you just working with a fresh set of downs. You knew that the Pioneers were probably going to put it in on that play. Swinging gate formation for the extra point.
Now they're going to move into formation for the point after. Laverne.
Flags on the play. There's an offside on the Panther defense, but it is through. It is true.
They'll probably decline it, take the point, and move to the kickoff. So with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the Pioneers have taken the lead as they now lead at 14-8. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence. Swanky Insurance in Anahuac, Texas is dedicated to community and service. That includes saving you money. With access to over 30 carriers, Swanky Insurance will give the personal attention that you deserve and tailor any policy specifically to your needs. From home, auto, flood, and windstorm, they are the one-stop insurance agency. Call agent and owner Todd Swanky to get your no-obligation cost-saving quote today at 409-267-3115, or you can visit them
at Swanky Insurance.
Laverne has the ball teed up at the 40. Gets into it. End over end kick is going to come down to the 8. Across the 15-20, has room. 25 is going to be taken out there.
Flag being
There's
thrown.
a flag down late. We'll see what the penalty is.
I don't know if a defender for Lutheran South got a hand in on the face mask or not. It's quite possible. Hold against the Panthers, actually.
So they were going to start at the 27 and will now be starting at the 17.
Important that the Panthers are going to have to get something going here on the offensive side of the football. Still in the first quarter, 2:24 remaining in it.
First down and 10 from the 17. Barrier fakes the handoff, looking left, going left, has Cunningham open, and almost hits him. You got to give credit where credit is due. And Noah Harris, the junior defensive back for the Pioneers, was able to get a finger on it and made the ball flutter right before Cunningham could get a hand on it.
Yeah, just well covered there by that cornerback on Cunningham. The ball was just kind of in the air, just too long, a little bit too long, but going for the glory there was Barrier. And it'll bring up second down and 10 deep in their own territory.
A little bit too much air. Second down and 10. Barrier fakes the handoff quickly in and out of the hands of Garza. That's the second time that's happened tonight as it's gone through Garza's hands. And just like that, it's going to bring up third down and 10 for the Panthers.
I don't know why I have third and goal. Be nice if I'd fix that, wouldn't it? Third and 10, actually. 2:13 remaining.
Panthers 0 for 2 on third down as here comes the cowbell. Panthers moving left to right from the near hash. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield. Barrier has time, has hope, and it's going to be in and out of the hands as trying to see that young man's number. And that's going to be Aja Bradford. Who breaks it up.
3 and out for the Pioneers.
Back-to-back 3-and-out drives for the Panthers. We'll give the ball back to the Pioneers for the fifth time in this first quarter. Not a recipe for success. Delo set back to handle the kicking. Robinson back deep for the Pioneers. High snap. Gets the punt away. High punt is going to be fair caught at the 47. 45, 46. Yep, 47.
But again,
good punt there by Delo, but for the third straight possession, the Pioneers will start the possession in Panther territory with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth. Starting again in Panther territory and relying on this defense to try and come up big. Game as a whole kind of crawling along here in the first quarter, 2 minutes remaining.
Nice little breeze up here, though.
Yeah, not too bad. Especially with the exceptional fan down by the ankles.
So first down and 10 from the 43. LeBlanc going for it all. Has an arm. Puts it on Robinson. Boy, oh boy. That was a nice catch and throw.
Well, and creating
for 38.
Creating the separation. If we can get back to the door propane instant replay before a play is, and they're not going to. Let's go back to the action as they hurry back up to the line.
LeBlanc offset by Farine. Farine looking to the right side is going to be met there. Is going to pick up 3. Will bring up second down and goal. Farine already over the century mark here in the first quarter. 9 rushes, 106 yards. Second down and goal. Free back formation behind Robinson's going to get it again. He's going to go around the right side, and he's going to score on it back-to-back rushes.
Got to think this early in the ball game, I mean, the Panthers are going to have to try and start matching this Pioneer offense score per score.
Laverne on to tack on the point after. Snap back, kick up, and the kick is good. So with $1.09 remaining in the first quarter, the Pioneers have struck again. Your new score, Lutheran South Academy 21, Anahuac 8. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to know Anahuac's best-kept secret? The Crawfish Hideaway is just that. From fresh Cajun-boiled crawfish, shrimp, snow crab, and even homemade gumbo. While you're there, be sure to try their famous fried gator bites or boudin egg rolls. Starting in December, come get your bug on at 400 Miller Street in Anahuac, 409-267-6060, or you can find them online at crawfishhideaway.com. The Crawfish Hideaway, proud supporters of Anahuac ISD and Panther Athletics. Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800, or you can visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Kyla Hart back here from Tieckman Field on the campus of Lutheran South Academy as Laverne has it teed up. End-over-end kick is going to fall to the 10. Across the 20, has some room, hurdles his own defender.
Dangerous for Garza to do that. Gets up unscathed, though, and they'll start this possession from the 28.
Garza was trying to make something happen.
And even now, more important for the Panthers to stay in this football game, they have to put some points on the board with this possession.
Starting at their own 29 with 1:03 remaining in the first. Three wide from the near hash. Sends Dalo in motion. Fakes the toss, and Barrier's going to keep it up the middle. That's going to be good for a loss of 1 and bring up second down.
Surprised that he didn't dump it off there to Delo that was moving toward the flat.
Panthers hurrying up to the line. Barrier out of the gun. Low snap. Quick toss. Going to be caught by Garza as Garza's going to pick up the quick 6 yards.
Braden Robinson in on the big hit on Garza.
And it's going to be third down and 5. 0 for 3 on third down for the Panthers. 5 seconds on the game clock. They're going to snap it before the end of the first quarter. Going up long for Cunningham. Has him down for the first down.
And that might be just the big play that these Anahuac Panthers need. As the end of the first quarter, we'll go back to the Gore Propane replay on that pass to Cunningham. Same look from the Panthers as they had on the previous play, and you can see that Brady Barrier just stepping up and letting it air out, and well covered down there on Cunningham, but he's able to come down with it. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 and in Pioneer territory. We'll take a quick break, but we'll be back on Anahuac Sports Live right after this.
Jerry's Oysters is a 3-generation family-owned and operated business located on Galveston Bay since 1970. Offering fresh, hand-shucked, and in-shell oysters year-round, Jerry's Oysters are available at your local H-E-B, or you can make a visit to their location in Smith Point, Texas. Locally sourced, high-quality, wild-caught, where our world is your oyster. For more information, call 409-355-2243 or go to jerry'soysters.com.
Back here from Lutheran South Academy, where the Pioneers leading it right now 21-8 with the start of the second quarter of play. Anahuac Panthers 1st and 10 inside Pioneer territory.
From the Pioneer 38, Anahuac now moving right to left. Under duress, holding is going to be a call as barriers dropped in the backfield. We'll see if they decline it after the sack. As it stands right now, it'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Panthers. Yeah, they declined the penalty after the sack, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
2nd and 15 for the Panthers.
Loss of 5. Second down and 15 from the Pioneer 44. Barrier sets back, looking for the screen, under pressure, tries to get it away, and does, but not before he takes a hard hit. Tried to set up the screen to De La, was not there. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, coming off the edge was their defensive end, number 80, Hank Hughes, excuse me. And, I talked about it, winning that battle up front. Right now, the Panthers are losing that battle up front. They're going to have to do a better job at protecting Barry to give him just a little bit more time to get in the pocket.
Yeah, they're going to have to go down the field. They've been playing a lot of zone. And the front 9 have been getting free to barrier. Blitz coming, and he's going to have nowhere to go. They overloaded the line. Clock rolling, under 11 minutes remaining in the half.
Good
nice punt by De La, aimed towards the sideline, takes a Panther bounce, still bouncing, as this is going to bounce all the way down to the goal line, and that'll be brought down there. As finally being able to switch the field, the Panthers are going to set the Pioneers back deep in their own territory.
Well, that punt probably, aside from the big 3rd down play to Cunningham earlier, is probably the best play for the Panthers so far. Excellent punt down at the 1-yard line, and the Panther defense is going to have to come up with something here to get the momentum swayed back into Anahuac's way.
3 straight drives for the Pioneers in Anahuac territory, finally set deep in their own with 10:53 remaining in the first half. 21-8 on your Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. Bunch formation, and LeBlanc's going to keep it to try to give himself a little bit of room. Is going to pick up 2. Now give him 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, give himself a little bit of a cushion.
Second down. Tries to do the same thing, but it's going to be met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. We'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
A big early 3rd down for the Anahuac Panther defense.
3rd down. Handoff. Farine has some room, and he may have gotten it. He needed 7. He got 7. Move the chains. 1st down.
That last little bit of dive that he made was able to get him there to move the chains. We got a player down on the field. We'll take a timeout with him. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Gore Propane, family owned and operated by Jimmy and Renee Gore, has been servicing Chambers and surrounding counties since 1998. Gore Propane is the go-to company for all your propane needs, offering competitive pricing on tank sales, lease, residential, and commercial propane sales and bottling. They also offer automatic route and will call propane delivery for your convenience. Senior and veterans discounts available. Call Gore Propane today at 409-389-2245. Mouth-watering burgers, fresh local seafood, and so much more. Make Channel Marker 17 the destination to satisfy any appetite. At the mouth of Double Bayou on beautiful Trinity Bay, take in the great views dining outside by the water while enjoying a great meal with the family. Takeout and dine-in is available. Call 409-252-4370 and find out why Channel Marker 17 is the treasure of Oak Island.
Back here from Tieckman Field in Pearland, Texas, where Lutheran South has moved the chains on to first down. I want to thank our first quarter sponsor, which was Anahuac Florist. Reach them at AnahuacFlorist.net. Appreciate the sponsorship. Handoff for Reed, and he's going to get met and driven back.
That was a huge hit.
Pick up a 2.
Again, Jackson Leaf with a big hit for the Anahuac Panther defense.
Also want to thank our second quarter sponsor, Anahuac National Bank, 801 Ross Sterling, 409-267-3106. You can reach them on the web, anbank.net. Second down and 8 after the pickup of 2. Handoff as Farine is picking up good yardage. It's going to pick up 5, and that's going to bring up third down and 2. Farine with 120 on 12 carries. 8.5 and counting here in the first half. Handoff. Farine has room around the right side, and he's going to have the first down and more. To pick up a 9. Seventh play of the drive for the Pioneers. First down and 10 from their own 29. Four wide for the Pioneers from the near hash. They're feeding Farine. He's going to go around the right side again, and he's going to have good yardage again. It's going to be a pickup of 6. We'll bring up second down and 4.
The Pioneers doing an excellent job of moving the football effectively with Farine. Open up good holes. He's averaging probably a little over 5 yards a carry so far. 10 yards a carry. Oh, that big run from earlier, right.
Second down and 4. LeBlanc feeds Farine. Farine trying to get around the left side, does. Across the 40, and is going to pick up the first down after the pickup of 8. I chose a terrible color to do stats in the dark. 10th first down of the first half for the Pioneers. 143 yards on 15 carries for Farine. Clock rolling under 6:50. First down and 10. Handoff. Right side. Farine's got all sorts of room.
Talon Cunningham, after bringing down at his ankles, be a good gain of 7.
Yep. Second down and 3. Methodically driving down the field.
And you got to be thinking to yourself, you cannot let this Pioneer offense score again before the end of this first half if you want to stay inside this football game realistically.
This is a different running
Good
back.
hit.
He got met at the line of scrimmage and driving him back.
Still pick up maybe a half yard.
That was Cade Griffin. His first carry of the game. 3rd down and 2. From midfield. Farine is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and that's going to be 4th down.
Changing personnel. Looks like a punting unit is coming on, so it's a big stand by the Anahuac Panther defense. But with this would-be punt, going to have a lot of field to cover before we go into the half to try and put some points on this scoreboard.
Garza, the deep man back for the Panthers. Is it? It looks like 6.
7 seconds on the game clock as somebody comes running in. Make it 4.
Godfrey is the deep man back. And we're going to have false start against the Pioneers, and that's going to help the Panthers field position.
Definitely that. Had 1 second left on the game clock, or on the play clock. I think they got the snap off in time, but that extra movement and the confusion down by the Pioneers punt unit is what drew the flag. The 4th and 7, and that will definitely help the Panthers a little bit.
Second penalty of the ball game for the Pioneers for 10 yards.
Another flag and another false start.
Down Cunningham helped the referee with the call there. Just pointed him out. Back, another 5 yards. 3rd penalty against the Pioneers. Make sure you stay tuned for the Jerry's Oysters halftime show. So
Another
now we're going to have
flag.
offsides against the Panthers. This is going to take a Pioneer roll as it's going to come to rest at the Panther 22. We'll see if they want to repunt it.
I just dropped all my papers.
So did they decline it? Did they accept it? Are we going to repunt?
Looks like they might have declined it. Actually, no, they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, they're going to repunt it. So the ball will be respotted at the Pioneer 45.
I mean, given the way that my defense is playing, if I'm coach for the Pioneers, I almost would have accepted that one. Actually, offside there. It is declining. Okay.
So they are going to start. The Panthers are going to start from their own 22. .4:15 remaining in the first half. Panthers looking to put some points on before halftime.
They have to. I mean, yeah, they're going to get the ball back in the second half, but definitely got to put some points on the board before they go in the locker room.
Barrier from the near hash. Hands the ball off. Richardson is going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Richardson nowhere to go there.
Panthers looking for a spark on offense. Whistles as we're going to have a timeout from head coach Greg Neese. We'll take it with them. 3:48 remaining in the first half. Your score 21-8. Pioneers back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Second down and 10 for the Panthers as they are on their own 22-yard line. 2:48 remaining in the first half. Barrier fakes the handoff. Looking downfield, has Coates across the 30 and is going to get it across to the 33. That's going to be a pickup of 11. First down.
They'll stop the clock for a timeout down on the field, and we're going to take it with them. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. 3:41 remaining in the first half here from Lutheran South.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by ABC Nitrogen Services, Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, The Beginning Mexican Grill, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services, The Crawfish Hideaway, Four Corner Tires and Oil, Your Propane, Jerry's Oysters, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Swanky Insurance Agency, and Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac.
Knocks out from Trent Hart, Tyler Hart back here from Tieckman Field, where we've had a referee's timeout. Want to mention Panther Paul bracelets, clay bead bracelets, rubber band bracelets, earrings. She can do customs, pre-made. Just let her know. You can add more flair to your outfits. Call or text 409-267-1864 to place an order. That's Panther Paul bracelets. 409-267-1864. A proud sponsor of Anahuac Panther Athletics. And Trent, we were kind of discussing here, it'd be huge if the Panthers could go down, put some points on, and then get the football back to begin the second half.
Not only huge, Alex, I think it's a must for this Anahuac Panther team as a whole going into the locker room, just to give them a little bit more confidence and settle in. It almost looks like that there's been a little bit of lethargic action going on both sides of the football so far. So they need to get pumped up, get these points on the board, go in and make some adjustments and come back firing.
First down and 10. That was only the fourth first down of the first half. Unblocked defensive back or defensive end takes down Barrier for a huge loss. Looks like it's going to be about 9 on the loss. Second down and 19. My goodness. Just had free reign.
Well, I mean, you know that the Pioneer defense, they've been showing it all night, and they've been blitzing him. They've definitely done their homework on this Anahuac Panther offense, and you're just going to have to make that adjustment and probably double up. That's the second sack, I believe, for him tonight. Third. Thank you. This is why I have you, Alex, to correct me when I'm guessing on stats during the middle of a game.
2:50 and counting here remaining in the first half, and we're going to have another timeout by the Panthers. That is their second of the first half. And we'll keep it here. Looking at some of the scores from around the area.
Here, I'll pull it up on the main screen maybe and refresh.
Some good ball games going on around the Houston area. Barbers Hill on top of Foster, 28-7. Kuntz on top of Una, 7-0.
It would have been a long win.
Cold Spring has really jumped out in front of Beaumont Kelly, 24-7. This is kind of a surprise to me. Hardin had been playing decent football, and Tarkington is leading right now in the first quarter, 7-6.
Yeah, as we know, Tarkington has opted up to 4A Division 4, or Division 4, Division 1. Excuse me, I'm thinking of Bridge City and all that group.
We'll get there.
4A Division 2 in that Murderers Row district. Kind of got a somewhat slow start for the Tarkington Longhorns, but no, Hardin's been playing good football up until this point.
Second down and long for the Panthers. They go 3 wide, fakes the handoff, looking downfield, has a man, is going to have Cunningham off the fingertips and intercepted. Towards the sideline he goes, 20. 2 men to beat is going to be taken down at the 11. And for the second time in this ball game, Robinson has an interception, and they both come off of fingertips of the Panther defenders.
We'll go back to it. They're just a little bit too high off the fingertips of Cunningham, and again into the breadbasket, getting a good return back on the play, and now the Pioneers are looking to score themselves with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Just outside of first and goal from the Panther 11. Panther defense being asked to hold once more. 4 wide. Sends Robinson in motion. Handoff goes to Farine. Farine looking for somewhere to go. Is going to pick up 2. We'll bring up second down and 8. Scott Farine, have yourself a half. 18 carries, 152 yards.
Yeah,
5 seconds on the play clock. Handoff Farine. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds.
What? Are they going to call him for a late hit out of bounds? Surely not.
He was on the ground.
I mean, the momentum. Try to roll it back here. Oh, that's going against actually the Pioneers.
Okay.
I didn't catch it quite in time anyway.
And so they may have taken offense and then got unsportsman.
What was that?
I think it was a personal foul.
Okay. I mean, he made he made a motion toward his.
Nonetheless, it appeared the Pioneers took offense to their quarterback being tripped up out of bounds. Some extracurricular results in a 15-yard loss with the clock rolling.
3rd and 20? It should be 2nd and 20.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they called it a personal foul, not a dead ball. And I think that's what head coach Greg Neese is asking, because shouldn't it be 3rd down?
A loss of down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3rd.
It would have been after the play.
Yeah.
So it should be 3rd. Yep, there it is, 3rd down.
Okay. Got it straight.
And that's huge. 3rd down and 20.
But they've got a pretty good kicker. I didn't watch where his distance was in the pregame, but he's got a leg on him. Have to make this.
Sets back under pressure, and it's going to be knocked away. And that's going to bring it 4th down.
So we'll see if they try to bring their kicker on. He wasn't warming up.
Here he comes. Laverne coming on to the field, 3 for 3 on extra points. We'll see where they spot it, as the line of scrimmage is a 21. I'm assuming the 27 for a 37-yard field goal from the near hash.
Actually, from the 28.
28? I'm going to try to get a little bit more time for him. Snap back. Kick is
Almost
up.
blocked.
And the kick is, it looks good, and it is. So with 1:33 remaining in the first half, the Pioneers tack on a field goal. They now lead it 24-8. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, high tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game, make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Go to portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8013.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to contribute to Anahuac Sports Live, donate, get a special shout out right here live on the air. You can scan any of the QR codes on your screen. Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live. CashApp, $ Anahuac Sports Live. And we are available on PayPal as well. Trying some new things as we get further into the season. We're trying to maybe get some wireless cameras down on the sideline, possibly adding a couple more. Also trying the multi-stream out. Got to work out some of those kinks, obviously. But none of that stuff is free. So any contribution from you, our listeners, would be greatly appreciated. We thank everybody for tuning in.
Panthers are going to have one more chance at a drive here before halftime with one timeout left. Taken from the 9. Across the 20, cuts back to the center of the field, across the 30, makes a man miss to the 35, will fall forward to the 36, and Godfrey on the return will set up the Panthers in better field position than what they've been having.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely better than what they've had all football game long, as Godfrey able to get him out toward the 36. That's where they're going to place it, and a minute 23 here to go, Alex. And again, got to get some points on the board before you go into halftime, as Barrier back in the gun again.
The edges for the Pioneers have been getting pressure, finally has time, and this time does not throw it away. That's going to be a coverage sack, as Barrier has to get rid of it. He had good protection in the pocket and just ran out of time. Hughes with the sack is going to be a loss of 7. Brings up second down and 17.
Lost it on the
Barrier, wide receiver screen. Garza trying to get away, cannot. It's going to pick up 3. Actually, was that Trotter? Yeah, that was Trotter.
Yeah, trying to set up the bubble screen over there. Had the option of Delo down here on the near sideline. Nobody around him.
Barrier sets back, letting it all, looking for Cunningham, and he's going to overthrow him. If he would have had that throw on the last one to Cunningham, that would have gone for 6. The Panthers are going to have to punt. It's 2 receptions for 57 yards for Logan Trotter. Delo handling the punting duties with 21 seconds remaining before the half. Good snap. And
tipped at the line.
The punt was tipped.
Luckily,
it's going to take a good Panther touch, and it's going to go off.
And it misses it.
It's going to go off of the intended receiver for the Pioneers. I couldn't tell who had a chance at it, but the Panthers had a chance to get it back in good field position.
Can't catch a break here tonight. Are the Anahuac Panthers.
10 seconds. And I believe 2 timeouts for Lutheran South. But it looks like they're content with their 24-8 lead, as they're going to go into they're going to take a knee and take it to the half. And that's what they're going to do. Stay tuned for the Jerry's Oysters halftime show as Lutheran South leads the Panthers 24-8. Stay tuned. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by ABC Nitrogen Services, Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, The Beginning Mexican Grill, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services, The Crawfish Hideaway, Four Corner Tires and Oil, Your Propane, Jerry's Oysters, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Swaukee Insurance Agency, and Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac.
Chicky was the 4x200 meter relay of Wilson, Brett, JD, and Ben finished fourth. And like all champion meets, the 4x400 meter relay decided the championship, placing third. The Pioneers were able to outscore Fort Bend Christian by 1.5 points, scoring 107 points over the 2 days, making the Pioneers 3-time state champions and the second time in 3 years.
Berries, Oysters, Seafood Halftime Show has your score at the half. Lutheran South Academy is leading Anahuac 24-8. And Trent, it started off very strongly. Defense, 3 and out, got the ball back, 2 plays, pay dirt, and then it's been all Pioneers since then.
Yeah, it almost seemed like whenever the green went down and the Pioneers got that huge run down there by the sideline to score, that's when everything just started to tumble out of control. And Mr. Kevin Campbell couldn't have said it better. The Panthers really struggling in all facets of the game tonight, both defensively and offensively. The Lutheran South Pioneers running off tackle at will, and they really have. I mean, they've really gotten a good push up front. I mentioned how important it was to win the battle in the trenches, and so far in this football game, the Pioneers have been winning that battle. However, going into the locker room, major adjustments are going to have to be made as far as keeping this Pioneer defense out of the Anahuac backfield and putting Brady Barrier under pressure. We've seen him get sacked at least, 4 times tonight?
Yeah, I believe it was 5.
And so, I mean, that in itself is a big deal. Working from behind the chains, this Anahuac Panther offense has done most of the night. And credit to the Lutheran South defense. They've been very physical and been very, aggressive, showing that blitz, getting in between the lanes and getting to Barrier often. No success as far as the passing game concerned, except a couple of long passes, one of them being to Cunningham on a 3rd down play, and you'll go over the stats on the conversion rate here in a minute. But outside of that, and a great punt by Delao, there really hasn't been much to talk about when it comes to the Anahuac Panther offense.
No. And as we get to the stats as we have them, first for Lutheran South, as their leading rusher, Scott Farine, 18 carries for 152 yards, and it's been that right off-tackle play that has eaten the Panthers alive.
Yeah, it just really has. And you gotta know that the Anahuac Panther coaching staff is seeing that and got to make that adjustment to try and close that gap at the same time while covering the other tackle spot on the opposite end, just in case they decide to go that route. But we've also seen that this Lutheran offense can pass the ball too.
Now, LeBlanc, the quarterback, 2 carries for 5 yards. Robinson has 2 carries, and he's hit pay dirt twice for both from 2 yards out, his only 2 carries of the game. And Griffin has 1 carry for 1 yard. Only 3 passes through the air so far 5 passes, 2 for 5 for J.D. LeBlanc. Braden Robinson has 1 for 38, and Teekman has 1 for 5. 3 penalties for 15 yards. The Pioneers are 1, 2, 3 for 7 on 3rd down. Have them down for 12 first downs, 0 for 1 on 4th down. As for the Panthers, Dalo is the leading rusher with 2 carries for 3 yards. Barrier, after his sacks, has 5 for -17. And the first touchdown of the game from 2 yards out. Richardson has 1 carry for 0. Through the air, it is 6 of 10 for 110 yards. Those 6 receptions coming to Cunningham, 2 for 36. Quandre Coates, 1 for 11. Garza, 1 for 6. And Trotter, 2 for 57. 4 penalties for 23 yards. 1 for 6 on 3rd down. And 4 first downs in the first half for the Panthers. And like you said, some adjustments are going to have to be made here in the second half.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I think there's no not scoring on this first possession of the second half. The Panthers deferred. First time that we've seen that in I don't know how long.
Good God.
That'll get you to jump out of your skin. However, I've already lost my train of thought.
That'll do it. Some scores from around the Houston area. Looks like you.
Yeah,
have some up there.
I've got it pulled up. Some games that happened yesterday. Baytown Sterling won big, 56-0 over Houston Chavez. The Fort Bend Marshall Buffaloes fall to Richmond Randall, 45-7. Hitchcock, the real deal. Bulldogs over there beating the Belleville Brahmas 21-14. I was keeping track of that score last night, and it was a knockdown dragout. New Caney Eagles fall to the Conroe Tigers 37-7. West Orange Stark currently beating Bel Air Episcopal 31-14 at halftime. Deweyville is on top of Acadiana Christian. That's a Louisiana school, 33-0. They're in the third quarter. Anderson Shiro is beating the Shepherd Pirates currently 35-16. Yoakum Bulldogs trailing Columbia 22-21, a tie game over there at halftime. Evadale down by a touchdown against Cushing 14-7. New Waverly all over Huntington 34-0. Newton and DeRuyter tied up at 14 in the third quarter.
Laverne has the ball teed up at their own 40-yard line. I want to thank Jerry's Oysters and Seafood for sponsoring the halftime show of tonight's broadcast. Over-end kick is going to come down to Godfrey at the 7, across the 15, 20, 25, taken down at the 28. And that is where the Panthers will open up the second half.
San Augustine leading West Sabine 14-6. West Hardin trailing Trinity 25-0. Trinity's not a bad team. I want to look out for them as well. Iowa Colony beating Baytown Lee 28-14. And Conroe Oak Ridge is trailing the Woodlands College Park 24-20. And I'll keep going here as we got a timeout down on the field. Barbers Hill leading Richmond Foster 35-7. Woodville all over Diboll, 25-7. They're just starting the third quarter over there.
Diboll has had some pretty good years the last few years.
Yeah, one of the better teams in the opposing district over there. Orangefield all over St. Louis Catholic, Louisiana, 21-0. Cleveland is getting demolished by Conroe Grand Oaks, 56-0. I believe that is a district game over there. Tarkington is trailing now Hardin, 14-7. Buna is leading Kuntz 14-7 as well. And Jasper at halftime is leading Beaumont United 7-0.
First down and 10 from the Panther 28. Barrier out of the gun. Panthers moving right to left. Looking downfield. Has
too much on it.
Just overthrown as the middle of the field had opened up for Oscar Garza. That falls to the turf.
And Garza was double teamed on that. Got away from it, had a few steps on him, and just let him a little too much was Barrier.
Second down and 10 here for the Panthers as they open up their first drive of the second half.
Garrison trailing Lovelady 7-0. They're almost at halftime.
3 wide from the near hash. Sends Trotter in motion. Looks Trotter's way. Has him on an outcut. Hits him 35-40. Down the sideline he goes. Past midfield to the 49. To the 48 in Pioneer territory, and that will move the chains and get the Panthers back into Pioneer territory.
Hurrying back to the line are the Panthers.
After the pickup at 24,
Ball
fakes the handoff. Barrier has some room and is going to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, lucky able to get, I think, about 5 off of the play. On the exchange, putting the ball on the turf. And a timeout again being called on the field. This time we'll take it with them. We'll be back here on Anahuac Sports Live here in just a moment.
The 2024 Gator season is right around the corner, so book your all-inclusive gator hunt with only the best. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm takes personal care in your experience, being the only service that offers a hunt of a lifetime with processing, high tanning, taxidermy, and the meat from your harvest all in one package. While you're there, be sure to get signed up for this year's Marshmaster Classic, an annual competition that awards big cash and even bigger belt buckles. Speaking of big prizes, let's not forget about the Great Texas Alligator Round Roundup at the one and only Texas Gator Fest, September 13th through the 15th. Borders has been the exclusive partner of Gator Fest for over 30 years, so why trust anyone else but the professionals? The official start to the season is September 10th, so don't wait. Book your hunt today by calling 409-267-8413, or you can visit them on the web at bordersprocessing.com. Building a new home? Does your driveway need a long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get that lot cleared to build something great? Look no further. Trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate today at 409-267-1057 or visit them on Facebook at Title Services Inc.
That was Trotter. No? Yes. For the pickup of 7. Second down and 3.
Get my stuff together and unmute us for that last play or two. Little bump. Got Talon in the Cunningham into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown from 22 yards out. Pater.
And they needed that score in a big way. We'll see if Nice opts for a 2-point conversion here to potentially keep it a one-possession ball game.
Swinging. No, they're not even going swinging gate. They're just coming out straight for the 2-point conversion. 10:16 remaining, and this is exactly the drive that the Panthers needed to open the second half.
And they'll need to hurry. 10 seconds left on the play clock.
3 seconds on the play clock.
Don't want to take a timeout this early in the second half.
Get the play off. Has De La O into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, it's a one-score ball game with 10:16 remaining in the third quarter. The Panthers cut it to 8. As your new score is Lutheran South 24, Anahuac 16. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, high tanning, and gator merchandise, Borders Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Borders has been Southeast Texas' choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game, make Borders Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Go to bordersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to donate to the channel and contribute to the things that we've got planned going on here at Anahuac Sports Live, get a special shout out here live on the air. You can donate by Venmo, CashApp, or PayPal. Just search Anahuac Sports Live. Want to shout out to Caesar Della O again this week, donating to the channel. Thank you so much, Caesar, for tuning in and donating. We very much appreciate it.
Great drive for the Panthers there.
Kirbyville leading Warren 20-0 at half. Chapel Hill trailing Carthage 31-7. That goes well for my pick'ems.
That is, well, before tonight, it was already It's not doing well for me. Garza, pooch kick is going to bounce at the 25. Will be taken and across the 35-40 in Panther territory. Down the sideline he goes. Cuts back 25. And it's going to be taken down at the 22-yard line.
Well, that pooch kick didn't quite work out how the Panthers probably thought it was going to. A huge hole opened up down there between the far hash and the numbers. And taking advantage of it was the return team of Lutheran South. And they'll have excellent field position here and deep in Panther territory once again.
8th possession of the ball game for the Pioneers, and 5 have started in Anahuac territory. Putting a lot of stress on this Panther defense.
Definitely that. And with that last score, the Panther defense needed a 3-and-out or a big stop. We'll see what happens here. We know that their kicker has the leg if they were able to stop them.
Farine around the left side is going to be met at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard. We'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Centerville is beating Crockett 20-7. Cameron Yo on top of Lorena 13-6. And Columbus all over Madisonville 41-21. Another pick in the pick'ems this week.
2nd down and 9. LeBlanc hands off in the round. Are they going to throw it? They are. Looking for the end zone. A wobbler. There is 2 men wide open in the end zone, and Talon Cunningham was trying to cover both.
Yeah, that was a big luck play for the Anahuac Panther defense, as it was just underthrown into the end zone. Bringing up 3rd down and 9.
Getting to catch up. That last drive for the Panthers, 10 plays, 62 yards, ate up a minute 44 off the clock. It was a barrier to Cunningham touchdown from 22 yards out. De La O puts in the 2-point conversion. Your score 24-16 on the Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. LeBlanc under pressure on 3rd down. It's going to get away. Coach is not going to let him get any farther, though, as he's going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And a bit more intensity on the part of the Anahuac Panthers defense this second half. We'll see if they'll bring on their kicker. They're going to. He made one earlier from the 27 or the 28.
28.
About the same
it's going to be exactly the same from 38 yards out. It's just going to be a little bit more into the middle, as they were from the right hash on that last field goal.
And he definitely has the leg. It was a great kick from him in the first half.
4th down and 9. Panthers are going to send it all out to block the kick. Coming off the edge, and it's going to be good.
Wow.
So the Pioneers on back-to-back drives have hit 38-yard field goals, and their new score, 27-16, back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac, or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
Swanky Insurance in Anahuac, Texas is dedicated to community and service. That includes saving you money. With access to over 30 carriers, Swanky Insurance will give the personal attention that you deserve and tailor any policy specifically to your needs. From home, auto, flood, and windstorm, they are the one-stop insurance agency. Call agent and owner Todd Swanky to get your no-obligation cost-saving quote today at 409-267-3115, or you can visit them at swankyinsurance.com.
Back here from Teekman Field, Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Kyla Hart, your prime time crew. As Laverne has it teed up at the 40, high end over end kick is going to fall to the 7. That is Godfrey. No, that's Garza. Garza across the 20, 25, had a sliver and got taken down at the 30. And Trent, we were kind of talking about it. If they can replicate the drive that they opened up the second half with, the plays have been there. They just started making them.
Yeah, they got to keep that kind of that momentum and that little quick 5 and 6 yard passes to get get more first downs. I mean, because we saw it in the first half where the Anahuac Panthers just weren't able to convert.
Quick toss is going to go for 9, maybe 10 to Trotter.
Trotter coming up in a big way this football game. Definitely. And 2, gain of 8. Yeah, I'm even getting confused.
2nd down and 2, trips to the near side. Anahuac moving right to left as you look to your screens. Quick toss. Garza has room, 40-45. And that's going to be taken down at the 48, and that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's kind of what I've been talking about, setting up the little screens, then the bubbles and whatnot. Just keep on pressing this defense and keep them on their heels with a quick offense. I know that there's quite a few Panthers down there, and we've already seen quite a few injuries. There's definitely some hobbling around and some grabbing of the arms. It's being physical.
1st and 10 from the Panther 48. Quick toss. Cunningham has it at the 45. Will be tackled forward for the 44. That is going to be a pickup of 8.
Again, another quick pass, this time to Cunningham down here on the near side.
4 catches, 66 yards, 2nd down and 2.
Ball on the turf, and Dolo's just going to have to fall on it. So just a bad snap.
Loss of 4.
Ball recovered by 24. DeLeo. Loss of 4 on the slates. 3rd and 6 to the Panthers.
So 3rd down and 6. Panthers 1 of 6. Barrier goes through his progressions and bounces off the hands of his intended receiver. Now it's decision time. 4th down in Pioneer territory. I think Greg Neese is going to go for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think number 55, Jaden Heineman, got a hand on it as he was trying to hit Garza.
And the Panthers offense is still on the field. 4th down and 6. Barrier out of the gun, looking downfield, has a man open at Cunningham. Across the 35, pushed out of bounds at the 31. 1st down, Panthers.
Huge 4th down conversion here for the Panthers, and as important as it was for them to score on their opening drive there in the second half, just as much so on the second possession.
Pick up a 16.
Offside,
free play. He's going for the end zone, has a man, and it's in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers, from 32 yards out.
We'll see, and it is offsides against the Pioneers. That will be declined. The touchdown will stand, and Logan Trotter gets his first touchdown of the season.
From 32 yards out, the Panthers cut it.
Definitely going
5 at the moment.
Actually, they're wondering if they are going to go for 2.
And that they are. Offense is on the field. Barrier's going to try to keep it himself. Will try to wiggle in and is going to be short of the end zone. So the 2-point conversion will fail. But with 6:09 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Panthers have struck twice in the second half. Your new score, LSA 27, Anahuac 22. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to know Anahuac's best kept secret? The Crawfish Hideaway is just that. From fresh Cajun boiled crawfish, shrimp, snow crab, and even homemade gumbo. While you're there, be sure to try their famous fried gator bites or boudin egg rolls. Starting in December, come get your bug on at 400 Miller Street in Anahuac, 409-267-6060, or you can find them online at crawfishhideaway.com. The Crawfish Hideaway, proud supporters of Anahuac ISD and Panther Athletics. Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services.
For more information, call 832-900-9800 or you can visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Welcome back here to Tiedemann Field in Pearland, where the Panthers are trying to mount a second half comeback. 7 plays. Took 2:09 off the clock, drove 70 yards, and it was a 32-yard pass and catch from Barrier to Trotter. The 2-point conversion was no good, but with 6:09 remaining in the third quarter, your new score is 27-22 Pioneers on your Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. End-over-end kick is going to fall short of the turf on the 15. Picked up across the 25-30.
You gotta be kidding
and
me
here he
that.
goes again. Down the sideline, 40, 30, 20, 10, breaks the tackle into the end zone, touchdown from 85 yards out.
Well, we were just talking about the Anahuac Panther kick return situation and not being able to cover well all year. Again, it shows, I mean, even on the bobbled handle there in deep, just a giant hole over there by that far hash opens up and takes it in this time all the way to the house.
85 yards for Bradford, as he has been an issue tonight. Swinging gate formation for the Pioneers. And they're going to go for 2.
Option play,
Pitches
ball's
the
on the
option,
ground.
ball's on the turf.
Still on
loose.
the ground.
And
They're
picked
going to
up,
whistle it dead.
but it will be no good on the 2-point conversion. But the damage has been done with 5:52 remaining in the third quarter. That touchdown by the Panthers is wiped away on the 85-yard kickoff return, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Jerry's Oysters is a 3-generation family-owned and operated business located on Galveston Bay since 1970. Offering fresh, hand-shucked, and in-shell oysters year-round, Jerry's Oysters are available at your local H-E-B, or you can make a visit to their location in Smith Point, Texas. Locally sourced, high-quality, wild-caught, where our world is your oyster. For more information, call 409-355-2243 or go to jerrysoysters.com. Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800 or you can visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com. Gore Propane, family owned and operated by Jimmy and Renee Gore, has been servicing chambers in surrounding counties since 1998. Gore Propane is the go-to company for all your propane needs, offering competitive pricing on tank sales, lease, residential, and commercial propane sales and bottling. They also offer automatic route and will call propane delivery for your convenience. Senior and veterans discounts available. Call Gore Propane today at 409-389-2245.
Well, if you wanted action on Friday night, you're getting it. 3 touchdowns to start the second half. 4 scores. As Laverne has it teed up at the Pioneer 40, ready to kick off. End-over-end kick is going to come down to Godfrey at the 4. Cross the 10. Bring it to the near sideline. Cuts it up 20. 25, and it's going to be gang tackled there at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Panthers will start this possession with 5:41 remaining in the third quarter.
And again, the Anahuac Panther offense going to have to answer here with punts and not punts, with points on the board.
No, we don't.
Not with punts. No, absolutely not. But try to keep pace with the scoring train that is Lutheran South.
First down and 10 from the Panther 26. They have it officially marked at the 26. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far. Sends Trotter in motion. Sets back. Quick out. Now he's going up for Trotter. Has him. Down the sideline he goes. 30, 20, 10.
Turns on the
drive. He's not going to be touched. Touchdown, Panthers.
We'll go back to that. And the answer that I was wanting and everybody else was wanting, they just got it as making a move on the far sideline. If you see, pump fake by Barrier, and then Trotter getting away from him, catching it at the 40 and taking it all the way to the house on the Gore Propane instant replay. So now a 2-point conversion.
Swinging gate formation is back in play. Barrier. They're going. They've got
flag on the play.
And off the fingertips of Quantre Coates. We'll see what the flag is.
Wondering
it may be an illegal formation on the Panthers. And
no, it's not. Well, yeah, it is.
Declined.
The far side judge was pointing toward the Pioneer side, and I thought they're going to talk about it. He was pointing to the Pioneers' defense for something. We'll see what he says. I doubt that it's going to be reversed.
And it is reversed.
It is. Okay, they're going to cancel each other out.
Okay, so they're saying,
replay the down.
Offsides and
ball start at the same time.
Illegal formation and offsides. Those will offset. They'll try the 2-point conversion one more time.
Okay.
So they'll just go straight from the 2-point. They'll get rid of the swinging gate, and
Guards is going to attempt the point.
Is going to attempt the extra point.
Interesting.
And Garza puts it through. So with 5:28 remaining in the third quarter, the Panthers have put up their third touchdown of the second half in 3 straight drives. They cut the lead to 33-29. And we'll be back with more after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Mouth-watering burgers, fresh local seafood, and so much more. Make Channel Marker 17 the destination to satisfy any appetite. At the mouth of Double Bayou on beautiful Trinity Bay, take in the great views dining outside by the water while enjoying a great meal with the family. Takeout and dine-in is available. Call 409-252-4370 and find out why Channel Marker 17 is the treasure of Oak Island.
Back here from Teichman Field, Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Kyla Hart, as the Panthers are set to kick it off for the third time in this third quarter. 13 seconds, one play, 75 yards from Barrier to Trotter as a bug flew in my mouth.
Hey, when that happens.
The extra point was good. Your new score, 33-29. Anahuac still trails on your Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. And this
just
kick,
what I said.
Yep, that's exactly right.
I was just saying that we were talking about kickoffs and coverage that the Panthers have just been struggling with all season long. Just put the ball on the ground and make them fall on it. One of the few possessions that we've seen Lutheran South start with in their own territory.
I mean, it's only the fourth time that Lutheran South has started in their own territory, so you had to get it. Even if you give up a little bit of field position, at least you're not having them start inside your red zone.
Exactly.
First down and 10 for the Pioneers. 4 wide. Out of the gun, offset to his left by Perrine. Fakes the handoff. Looking downfield, under pressure, and has a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Fantastic coverage by Godfrey. downfield.
Had to get to him quick was Godfrey.
We're going to have a timeout on the field from the official. But Godfrey had perfect position, turned his head, made a play on the ball, and the front seven for the Panthers was able to get pressure on J.D. LeBlanc in the backfield.
Only his sixth attempt tonight, right?
Yes.
As a little cramping going on by the intended receiver. But no, we were talking about it right before we came back from the break, and it wouldn't have been a bad idea to try and put the ball on the ground, even onside kick it, the way that Lutheran has been able to return these balls on kickoffs into either the red zone or inside the 10. I mean, it's been definitely a struggle, but second down and 10 is what they'll be facing with after the timeout, and it's going to be sitting there for a while. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back. Your score, 33-29. The Pioneers lead it with 5:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Back from the officials' timeout, second down and 10 after the incompletion for the Pioneers. From their own 40 and the far hash. Pioneers moving left to right. Handoff, Farine. Farine is going to get caught from behind, is going to drag a defender with him for 5 yards, and that's going to bring up third down and 5.
So if there was ever a 3 and out that the Panthers needed, it's now. And an opportunity here.
If you can keep that momentum on your side. The momentum has gone back and forth here in the second half. But a 3 and out could get that Panther offense back on the field and a worn down Pioneer defense. And
immediately,
exactly what's going to happen.
Caden Campbell with a huge stop for the Anahuac Panther defense will bring up the fourth down and a punt unit coming onto the field for the Pioneers.
We haven't said that much for the Pioneers tonight, but that's huge. 3 and out. The Panthers get the ball back as Godfrey is set back to return the punt. Laverne handling the place kicking and punting duties for the Pioneers. 10 seconds on the play clock, getting a special teamer on the field late. 5 seconds. High snap. And it's going to be blocked. It's going to be blocked. It is picked up by Coates. 30, 20, 10, into the end zone. Touchdown on the punt return. Andre Coates.
And a huge play by the Anahuac Panthers as we'll go back to the Gore Propane Instant Replay. Want to see who got a hand on it. Coming off the edge. Was that Caden Campbell again? 53?
I think it may have been Tyler Kelly.
I could not make it out myself either. But nonetheless, a huge punt block and return for a touchdown as Quandre Coates scoops and scores. And the Anahuac Panthers have the lead for the first time since the first quarter.
Garza's point after is through and through with 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter. The Panthers have put up 4 touchdowns to take the lead, 36-33. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need a long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get that lot cleared to build something great? Look no further. Trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate today at 409-267-1057 or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc. From custom processing, professional guided hunts, high tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game, make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Go to portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
We are back from Teichman Field in Pearland on the campus of Lutheran South Academy, where the Panthers have stormed back out of the gate in the second half. 4 touchdowns have put the Panthers ahead, 36-33. Justin Netterville was in on the block for the Panthers.
Yeah, shout out to Cullen Henneke for texting us and letting us know. Definitely hard to see on the small screen that we have here on the road, but very much appreciated.
Garza has it teed up at the 40, gets into it. Pooch kick is going to be taken off the turf at the 20.
Don't let him get away again.
30, and
hard to bring down
from behind.
Wow. He's just so hard to bring down.
It's
such a great athlete. And I gave the sigh because I halfway expected the Anahuac Panthers to put the ball on the turf again. But better coverage this time, and the ball is going to be placed at the 36.
3:35 remaining in the third quarter. 3 and out was the Pioneers' last drive. The Panthers' defense, can they step up again? I'm going to send trips to the near side. From the far hash, LeBlanc will be out of the gun, offset to his left by Farine. Farine, handoff, straight up Broadway. It's going to be met right into the teeth of the Anahuac defense, and they held strong after a pickup of 2, brings up second down and 8.
As my mouse falls to the ground. Luckily, no damage.
22 carries for 164 yards for Farine. Sets back, under pressure, throws is complete to Robinson. Robinson puts a hand down, makes a man miss, picks up a couple extra, and that's going to be a pickup of 10 to move the chains.
I mean, he was looking at Robinson the whole time coming across the middle of the field.
Second reception for 48 yards for Braden Robinson. In the round, Robinson gets the edge, 40, runs into his own man, 30, down the sideline he goes, cuts back in, 10, 5, into the end zone, touchdown, Braden Robinson from 48 yards out.
I mean, just the speed, getting to the outside, stretching out the field, was able to beat the Anahuac Panther defense just on his legs alone. And the speed definitely showed there as he gets in for another Pioneer touchdown.
He's got 3 rushes tonight, 3 touchdowns. Laverne attempting the point after. Snap back, down, kick is up, kick is good. So 2:11 remaining in the third quarter. Lutheran South has retaken the lead as they now lead at 40-36. It's a shootout. Stick with us. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
Swanky Insurance in Anahuac, Texas is dedicated to community and service. That includes saving you money. With access to over 30 carriers, Swanky Insurance will give the personal attention that you deserve and tailor any policy specifically to your needs. From home, auto, flood, and windstorm, they are the one-stop insurance agency. Call agent and owner Todd Swanky to get your no-obligation cost-saving quote today at 409-267-3115, or you can visit them at swankyinsurance.com.
Welcome back to the track meet that's known as the Pioneers versus the Panthers. Laverne has it teed up. Godfrey and Garza, the deep backs. End-over-end kick is going to come down to Oscar Garza from the 8. Following Godfrey. Cuts it up. 20, 25, 30, pushing his way forward. Will get forward progress to about the 31. Now the Panthers trying to go 5 for 5.
They're going to have to. I mean, you're just back and forth with this Pioneer offense, and you got to really lean heavy on your offense to do the same.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And like you said, it might come down to who's better conditioned.
3 wide. Cunningham moves in motion for the Panthers. Will send trips to the far side. Barrier looks right. Wide receiver screen. Trotter down the sideline he goes. Across midfield. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 47. Pick up a 16. Move the chains. First down.
Yeah, another just set up screen over there as they sent Talon Cunningham in motion for an extra blocker. And Trotter having a great game so far tonight.
Trotter 144 through the air.
Gets away from him again. Hit hard out of bounds.
To the
gets
35.
Up unfazed.
Another pickup of 18. Move the chains.
And
First down.
I think that the Panther offense has picked up on kind of a mismatch over there on Trotter. Surprised there
Looking
wasn't a flag.
downfield, left side, Cunningham, he's open. Couldn't make the fingertip grab out of bounds. We'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, just a little bit overthrown there as Talon was being patient, trying to settle up underneath that ball, trying to also be aware of where he was on the field in relation to this near sideline, but unable to come down with it. Second down and 10.
Hands on the hips by both sides. It's going to be a battle of attrition. Barrier. Step back. Unload.
Oh, where's the flag?
And
there it is.
There it is.
All over the place. As he basically tackled him in the middle of the field.
Trotter was intended receiver was Trotter. He got demolished by a few defenders. That's going to be pass interference.
Flag on the play.
Against the Pioneers will be a 15-yard penalty and a first down.
Turning in to be a very physical ball game on both sides, I would say, because there's been more than one stinger being had on both sides, where as far as Lutheran is concerned, and as far as Anahuac is too, and man, it's turning out to be a heck of a ball game.
Fourth penalty for 30 yards. First down and 10. Just outside of the red zone. Handoff right side. Richardson makes the move. Is going to pick up good yardage here on first down.
Probably the best rushing play of the evening for the Anahuac Panthers.
That's going to be a pickup of 9.
I'm going to say 8.
8. Second carry of the ball game. I don't think it was 7.
No.
Barrier out of the gun. Handoff. Left side. Richardson tries to cut it back the other way. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring a third down.
Yeah, kind of curious. I don't even know at this point. I'm not.
42 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Teams on tackle. Third down.
Definitely need to get this fresh set of downs.
1 for 7 on the evening. Barrier going to keep it himself. Makes a move.
He got
Needed 2. Got 4. Move the chains. First down.
So design keeper play delayed for Barrier, and the hole did open up. It closed kind of quickly. The Pioneer defense swarmed to him, but a fresh set of downs for the Anahuac Panthers. They can get another one. The first down mark is around the 2.
Now, it looks like the line of scrimmage is the 11. The line to achieve would be the 1, and that air horn will be the end of the third quarter of play.
Ooh.
The Panthers put up 4 touchdowns in the third quarter. They trail, but they're in striking distance once more. Stick around for the fourth and final quarter of action, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to know Anahuac's best kept secret? The Crawfish Hideaway is just that. From fresh Cajun boiled crawfish, shrimp, snow crab, and even homemade gumbo. While you're there, be sure to try their famous fried gator bites or boudin egg rolls. Starting in December, come get your bug on at 400 Miller Street in Anahuac, 409-267-6060, or you can find them online at crawfishhideaway.com. The Crawfish Hideaway, proud supporters of Anahuac ISD and Panther Athletics. Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800, or you can visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Skylar Hart back here for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 for the Panthers from the Pioneer 11. And I apologize if it's sounded like I've been yelling tonight. It's a little bit louder up here than we're used to.
Yeah, it feels like we've had to speak over all of the cheerleaders, the fans, the band that's being piped through the sound system here in the stadium.
So Anahuac will be moving left to right. Quick toss, right side. Coach, 5. It's going to be double team there, but will still be a good pickup of 6. 365 yards through the air for Barrier as we have it. Second down and 4, 5 for pay dirt. Barrier looking to the sideline for the play call. Trips to the far side. Totes the lone receiver to the near. Handoff. De La O straight up Broadway into the end zone. Touchdown Panthers. As they retake the lead 42-40.
Kind of the first time that we've seen De La O take a handoff in a while. I'm sure they were trying to give him a breather. But his second touchdown on the ground this year for Thomas De La O. And back and forth we keep on going as the swinging gate formation comes back out for the Panthers.
They will move to their normal point after formation. Kick is up, and the kick is good. With 11:17 remaining in the ball game, the Panthers have retaken the lead. They now lead at 43-40. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Back here from Pearland, Texas, on the campus of Lutheran South Academy, where the Panthers have gone back on top. 8 plays, 2:43 off the clock, 69-yard drive, capped by a 5-yard rush from Thomas Delo. The extra point from Oscar Garza is good. Your new score, Anahuac 43, Pioneers 40 on your Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. Garza has it teed up at the Panther 40. Onside kick, takes a bounce.
Hit hard.
Absolutely drilled.
That hurts. I know it did. We're going to take a break with this injury timeout. He gets up, though.
He popped up there.
Yeah, kind of still probably going to have to get checked.
Yeah.
Glad to see that he got up. That was a big-time hit.
That was a great kick by Garza. Took a bounce at the right time. Bounced just a little bit too far. And that's where the young man for the Pioneers, Elijah Brown, got waylaid. Nonetheless, they get the ball at the 40.
Surprised they're not checking him out after that. But he seems like he's okay.
11-12 remaining in the ball game. J.D. LeBlanc brings his offense back onto the field. He's offset to his left by Farine. Under pressure, swings it out. Tyler Kelly in pursuit. Couldn't get him. Gets pushed out of bounds. Wow, that is a nice, friendly mark for Farine as he's going to pick up 9.
We're actually going to say 8, so it'll be 2nd and 2. Again, stretching the field out and getting on the edge to get positive yardage for the Pioneers. Tyler just trying his hardest to catch up to that play. Got a hand on him, but just unable to catch up.
That's a very athletic kid. 2nd down and 2. Handoff. Farine has room, finds the hole, tackled by Kelly. Not before he picks up 7 and moves the chains. 1st down.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Tyler Kelly to bring him down. Another 1st down for the Pioneers.
179 on 24 carries. First down and 10 from the 46 of the Panthers. Snap back, sets back, looking downfield, has a man, it's Robinson. Robinson is going to push forward to the 34. That's going to be a pickup of 12 and another 1st down.
And another timeout down on the field. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by ABC Nitrogen Services, Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, The Beginning Mexican Grill, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services, The Crawfish Hideaway, Four Corner Tires and Oil.
Back to play, 1st down and 10. LeBlanc out of the gun, fakes the handoff, looking downfield, looking for it all.
He's got
has the man Robinson, but catches up to him is Oscar Garza, knocks the ball away.
And again,
it's the battle of attrition. These boys have to be tired. They've got to be tired. They're playing both ways. But Garza gets in there, catches up, and knocks the ball away. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Oh, just an absolute foot race it has been here tonight. And like you said, playing both ways and, having to just go 90 miles per hour to every single play is got to be wearing on you.
Boys absolutely gutting it out. LeBlanc, handoff, Farine around
Flag
the left side.
In the neighborhood of holding We'll see what the call is.
As it stands right now, it'd be a pickup of 3. It was offsides on the Panthers, so they're probably going to accept that, and we'll bring up 2nd down and 5. 4th penalty against the Panthers for 22 yards.
When you say 22 yards, I mean, that's not a terrible amount of penalty yards, but they've just come at inopportune moments.
2nd down and 5 from the Panther 30. They've got it right in between the 30 and the 29. From the near hash. Handoff. That's Bradford. Bradford fighting his way forward. Needed 6, got 6. Moved the chains. 1st down.
Both teams. They're just. It's such a physical football game, and they both want it so badly. You can just tell that by the movement now here late in the ball game. 8.5 minutes left to go.
8th play of the drive. Almost 3 minutes eaten up off the clock. 1st and 10 from the Panther 24. Sends a man in motion. Rolling left. Keeper
Where's
for
the
LeBlanc.
hold?
And LeBlanc is going to get taken down. As coming in on that tackle was going to be Jesse Wilcox.
I am very surprised a flag didn't come out on that play. Actually, they're going to give him 5.
2nd down and 5. Ball placed on the 20. Handoff. Bradford
being patient.
Makes some moves. Needed 5, got 6. Sustained drive here for the Pioneers.
And again, Jackson Leaf coming through big, and another injury timeout on the field.
That was the ball carrier.
And we'll take it again with them, ladies and gentlemen, in a shootout here at Lutheran South Academy. Back after this.
Jerry's Oysters is a 3-generation family-owned and operated business located on Galveston Bay since 1970. Offering fresh, hand-shucked, and in-shell oysters year-round, Jerry's Oysters are available at your local H-E-B, or you can make a visit to their location in Smith Point, Texas. Locally sourced, high-quality, wild-caught, where our world is your oyster. For more information, call 409-355-2243 or go to jerrysoysters.com. Gore Propane, family owned and operated by Jimmy and Renee Gore, has been servicing chambers in surrounding counties since 1998. Gore Propane is the go-to company for all your propane needs, offering competitive pricing on tank sales, lease, residential, and commercial propane sales and bottling. They also offer automatic route and will call propane delivery for your convenience. Senior and veterans discounts available. Call Gore Propane today at 409-389-2245.
Which is probably good for both teams.
Definitely a little bit extra rest.
Alex Oucher and Trent Hart, Kyla Hart back here atop the catbird seat. As it will be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers at the Panther 13.
7:36 remaining in the ball game. 7:36. Had to say it twice because there was 2 comments.
Yep. Sorry about that. Out of the gun. Handoff. Almost had him in the backfield.
Finally brought down by Kelly.
That was Netterville who had him. Couldn't bring him down. It slowed him down. Only a pickup of 1 brings up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Netterville almost had him for the loss. Just couldn't quite hold on.
180 on 29 carries for Farine. 2nd down. We'll tick under 7 minutes remaining after this play. Handoff. Farine straight up the middle. Has room.
Ooh.
Takes a lick, but holds on to it. Going to be a pickup of 7. We'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
they can hold them to a field goal here, it'd be huge.
10th play of the drive, met at the line of scrimmage. It's going to depend on the
close.
spot.
It's going to be super close.
And it
Maybe
is going to be fourth down. He picked up a yard, needed 2. We'll see what the Pioneers do.
Looks like they're exchanging some personnel, but I don't see the kicker coming out.
Nope.
So a gigantic 4th down and 1 coming.
They're going with that stacked formation behind the quarterback. 3 backs. Handoff to the last man through, stretching it out. He's going to have it. And into the end zone, touchdown. At Bradford.
We've seen this Lutheran offense stretch the field out quite a few times here in the second quarter. Works for them again, and another touchdown.
Now the all-in point after as the Pioneers try to make it at least a touchdown score to take the lead. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:56 remaining in the ball game, the Pioneers have struck back. Your new score, Lutheran South 47, Anahuac 43. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Gore Propane, family owned and operated by Jimmy and Renee Gore, has been servicing chambers in surrounding counties since 1998. Gore Propane is the go-to company for all your propane needs, offering competitive pricing on tank sales, lease, residential, and commercial propane sales and bottling. They also offer automatic route and will call propane delivery for your convenience. Senior and veterans discounts available. Call Gore Propane today at 409-389-2245. Mouth-watering burgers, fresh local seafood, and so much more. Make Channel Marker 17 the destination to satisfy any appetite. At the mouth of Double Bayou on beautiful Trinity Bay, take in the great views dining outside by the water while enjoying a great meal with the family. Takeout and dine-in is available. Call 409-252-4370 and find out why Channel Marker 17 is the treasure of Oak Island.
Back here from Teekman Field, where the Pioneers have just jumped back on top 47-43 with 5:56 remaining in the ball game. And Trent, we were kind of discussing it. This game could come down to who has the football last.
Yeah, it definitely could. I mean, just the way that the second half has been going and such the roller coaster ride that it has been back and forth. You can't help but think that might what's going to transpire.
Kickoff end over end is going to come down to the 5. It's Godfrey. Godfrey trying to follow Garza's lead, but it's going to be taken down at the 20, and the Panthers are going to have to drive 80 yards.
Yeah, just well covered there by the Pioneer kickoff team. As the both teams and all the players starting to show signs of fatigue. Well, they've already started. More signs of fatigue.
So first down and 10 from the 20.
5:45 remaining in the ball game.
Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. Barrier out of the gun.
6 seconds on the play clock.
Low snap. Looking downfield for Trotter.
Oh,
in and out of the hands. Perfectly placed ball. Just couldn't come down with it. It's second down.
And it's not the first time that we've seen the Anahuac Panther offense go for it all.
Clock stopped with 5:38 remaining. Barrier, quick toss. Trotter makes a move, makes another. Is going to get to the 24, 25. Pick up a 5, brings up third down and 5. .370 through the air for Barrier. 36 for the Panthers. Trotter with 167 on his 9th reception. It's getting loud here.
Definitely is.
5:05 and counting. Takes the handoff. Looks left. Has coach. Across the 30. Across the 35. It's going to move the chains. First down. After the pickup at 13.
And good job by a coach there, creating some separation and getting the extra yardage for the first down.
First down and 10 from the 38. Barrier. Handoff. Dalo straight up Broadway. Fights his way forward. Is going to pick up 4. Bring up second down and 6. Delay on this area. The Panthers.
4:27 now and counting.
Second down for the Panthers.
Almost wondering if they're trying to milk the clock somewhat.
From the 42. Snap back. Looks. Stop and go. Tucker has it.
Still on his feet.
Back inside. Bobbles it. 20, 15, 10. To the far hash. Touchdown. Panthers.
Wow.
From 62 yards out.
And we'll go back to the Gore Propane instant replay here in just a minute.
450 on the evening.
See if how much of it I caught. Brady with an excellent pump fake right there to get the defender to bite. Jumping up for it was Trotter. Makes a move to the inside, kind of bobbled it. And I mean, just angling himself as far as he can to stretch it out and get the touchdown. Great heads-up play there by Trotter.
Snap back. The kick is blocked.
Flags on the play.
You have to get the defender down or it could go for 2 points. And he gets caught from behind.
By Kelly.
Tyler Kelly.
We'll see what the flag is about.
And it looks like it's going to go against Lutheran South.
That it does. But another sprint play.
A sideline infraction.
Okay.
So they would have had to have been warned at least once.
They must have already been. Because they were looked like they were past the 25 down here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of excitement, and understandably so. This is a very, very good football game. At least it's a very, very good second half of football. So now,
will the Panthers go for 2 with the ball on the 1?
Offense is on the field.
They will. Barrier is going to get into the end zone for 2, and that pushes it to a 4-point lead for the Panthers. With 3:55 remaining in the ball game, the Panthers take the lead. 51-47. I'm back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Yes, we saw the flying headset.
Yeah, I definitely saw that, and I don't even know what commercial we're on now, but here we go. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Apologize for the interruptions early on in the football game, but we are, up on YouTube. Haven't had any interruptions since then, so that's a great thing, and we appreciate everybody coming back for that. If you would like to donate to the channel, get a special shout-out to a player, a family member, a happy birthday, whatever the case may be, you can do so by donating to Anahuac Sports Live on Venmo, CashApp, or PayPal. Any donation we very much appreciate. Caesar making his donation earlier and last week. All of that helps contribute to keep this broadcast absolutely free to every single one of you, and also helps us to improve the broadcast. We're experimenting with multi-streaming to different platforms. We're definitely looking into getting a wireless sideline camera. We're looking into adding another camera down low. I mean, there's definitely some things going on in Anahuac Sports Live that you can contribute to.
Panthers took a minute 50 off the clock. They drove 80 yards, and it was a 62-yard completion from Barrier to Trotter. The two-point conversion was good after the flag, and your score 51-47 Anahuac on your Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. Garza slips and gets into it. It's going to be taken from the 35 and only going to get a couple of yards. It actually ended up pretty good for the Panthers.
Yeah, it actually did. And you got to ask yourself, which defense is going to want it more here? Because that's what it's kind of coming down to. Although it's we talked about, who's going to have the ball last, but it's going to determine which defense is going to be able to hold onto the opposing offense as 3:50 is remaining here in the ball game. 51-47 is your score on the Crawfish Hideaway scoreboard. We've been so busy, we really haven't had a chance to mention the third quarter sponsor. I think it was the Beginning Mexican Grill, 508 Ross Sterling and Anahuac, 409-267-6198. And, of course, ABC Nitrogen Services for sponsoring the fourth quarter.
First down and 10 for the Pioneers. Panthers stacking the box. Flip to Robinson, and he's caught in the backfield. Quandre Coates gets
Big
to him,
play.
a 3-yard loss. Second down and 13.
Big defensive play by Quandre Coates, getting into the backfield. One of the few times that we have seen a Panther defender get into the backfield. Want to thank Hillary Cunningham for her donation, saying, "Go Panthers." Of course, talent number 11.
From the near hash, sets back, stops, pops, reception, and is going to fight his way forward to pick up the first down. Needed 13, got 13 on the pass and catch to Robinson.
Also, Anthony. Appreciate you, Anthony, for your donation. Go AP for Anthony Ribon.
First and 10 from the Pioneer 47.
Definitely some hands on hips going on down there. Clock continuing to roll.
First and 10, low snap. That is Griffin. Griffin around the left side is going to pick up a couple. Second down and 8.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts to work with. Clock continuing to roll, approaching 2.5 minutes. Definitely not in a hurry as Lutheran South, as they want to try and burn as much off this clock as they possibly can to not give the ball back to the Anahuac Panthers.
2:20 and counting. Second down and 8. Sets back, looking downfield, scanning, has time. Delivers complete. In and out of the hands of Robinson.
So I talk about it all the time, and I feel like a broken record when I talk about third downs and how big they are. This one right here, ladies and gentlemen, is as big as it gets for the Anahuac Panther defense.
Third down and 8. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Clock stopped on the incompletion with 2:14 remaining. The ball is marked at the 49. Line to achieve is the Panther 43. Snap back. Picks up the blitz, and that's going to be, that hit the turf.
It had to have hit the turf. And I'm going to have to. Let's go back to it. I know it hit. I had a feeling that it might have, but I'm not sure. We're going back to it on the Gore Propane replay. It's not going to matter. Hard to tell from the replay and the small screen, but first down and 10 for the Pioneers.
First down and 10. Handoff. Straight up Broadway's Griffin. He's got room. He's the battering ram. Pick up a 15. Moves the chain. First down.
That'll stop the clock with 1:46 to move the chains.
Third carry for Griffin for 18 yards.
Pioneers not in a hurry here.
First and 10 from the 28. Minute 90 seconds remaining in the ball game and counting. Timeout, Panthers. We'll take it with them. 1st and 10 coming up after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
The 2024 Gator season is right around the corner, so book your all-inclusive Gator hunt with only the best. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm takes personal care in your experience, being the only service that offers a hunt of a lifetime with processing, high tanning, taxidermy, and the meat from your harvest all in one package. While you're there, be sure to get signed up for this year's Marshmaster Classic, an annual competition that awards foot cash and even bigger belt buckles. Speaking of big prizes, let's not forget about the Great Texas Alligator Roundup at the one and only Texas Gator Fest, September 13th through the 15th. Porter's has been the exclusive partner of Gator Fest for over 30 years, so why trust anyone else but the professionals? The official start to the season is September 10th, so don't wait. Book your hunt today by calling 409-267-8413, or you can visit them on the web at portersprocessing.com.
1st down and 10 from the 27 of the Panthers. The Pioneers are driving with 1:26 remaining in the ball game. Out of the gun, handoff. Griffin has room. Dodges a defender. Dodges another one, and he's going to take it to the house. So 27 yards out.
The shootout continues here at Teichman Field.
Still 1:16 remaining in the ball game, and the Panthers have 2 timeouts remaining. Now the 2-point conversion is huge from the last drive, because if he makes the extra point, it's only a 3-point game. Snap back. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 1:16 remaining in the ball game, the Pioneers go back on top, 54-51. We'll be back with the kickoff and the Panthers' possession after this on Anahuac Sports Live. We welcome you back to the Battle of Attrition, where Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Kyla Hart. 86 seconds remain in the ball game. Nope, 76. It's my humble math. I was trying to be cool. Now the offense is back on the field.
You know what I mean? Like,
Laverne has it teed up at the Pioneer 40. It's Godfrey and Garza, your deep back. Gets into it. Line drive kick is going to bounce off of Panther, and they're going to jump on it at the 30.
Dangerous as they put the ball on the turf. I mean, probably by design. They're able to recover it. They're going to start the drive on their own 30-yard line with 1:11 remaining here in the football game.
1:11 remaining. 2 timeouts for the Panthers. Offense has not been an issue in the second half. Barrier out of the gun from the near hash, strips to the far side. Sends De La O in motion. Comes back. Oh!
And that will put the nail in the coffin. And a huge interception by the Pioneers with 104. I mean, just grabbed it out of nowhere.
David Streeter, the senior tight end and defensive end that's been causing havoc all night, gets his hands on the ball.
What a huge play that is.
Minute 4 remaining in the ball game. Panthers still have 2 timeouts.
They'll probably run at least one play on the ground before they take the knees.
Out of the gun. Handoff. Griffin straight up the middle. Timeout Panthers. Got pretty good yardage on that. Looks like they got 4. 4 for Griffin. 2nd down and 6 will be.
And we'll keep it here.
47 yards on 5 carries for Griffin. Timeout on the next play would stop it with about 50 seconds or so. And then they would, if they take a knee, you've got the 40-second play clock. It's not going to be much time.
I wouldn't be surprised if they took a shot at the end zone here.
This is the type of ball game you need going into district play. You don't take the foot off the gas. You keep pushing.
I want to shout out to Cindy Bertrand for donating to the channel, saying go AP. Thank you very much, Cindy, for your kind donation.
Handoff. Griffin straight up Broadway is going to get the first down, and that will officially do it. Let's see. One more knee, and that'll do it.
Well, you can see where a field goal kicker came in huge for you with that 3-point lead. Two of those field goals coming from the 28-yard line.
2 38-yard field goals.
But what a tale of two halves that we've had here at Lutheran South High School. And, I mean, it's just been a back-and-forth battle here in the second half. And the Panthers did everything that they could and made the adjustments that they could to try and come out and answer. And they did offensively, that's for sure.
Yeah, they need to follow up this second half, review what went right, and take it into district play. You know, this game isn't going to hurt anything. It'll hurt your pride a little bit, but going into district play is what the Panthers have been preparing for. As a victory formation set up for the Pioneers, they'll take a knee. And one more knee after this will put the game to rest. So what a job by the Panthers in the second half. Offense came out, got the team back into it. Boys playing both ways. I can tell you one thing, they are going to be exhausted tomorrow.
No doubt.
As there is the knee, and that will do it. As we will go final 54-51. The Pioneers will defeat the Panthers, as we'll be back with the postgame show after this on Anahuac Sports Live. I was trying to do it before that.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by ABC Nitrogen Services, Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, The Beginning Mexican Grill, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services, The Crawfish Hideaway, Four Corner Tires and Oil, Your Propane, Jerry's Oysters, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Swanky Insurance Agency, and Wilcox Drugstore in Anahuac. And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wilcox Drugstore postgame show. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, and Kyla Hart here as it has gone final. The score 54-51, Lutheran South getting the W over the Anahuac Panthers. They will improve to 4-0 on the season, while the Panthers will drop to 3-1 as they hit into district play. And Alex, we already talked about it as the band plays loudly. You got to take what you did right out of the film of this football game and also study the things that went wrong. Improve on those things as you move into district play, and keep your eye on the goal, keep your eye on the prize, and that's winning the district title.
Oh, 100%. These games leading up into district play, you don't just want to roll over, team after team after team going into district play. You want to face some adversity. You want to face some different offenses, some different defenses, and the Panthers have done just that in their games leading up into district play. Obviously, as it showed in the second half, this offense can stay with any team.
Right, and they really can. I mean, it's unfortunate that they didn't find that kind of rhythm in the first half. I think that they were kind of surprised, like some of us, going into this football game, looking at this Lutheran Pioneer team, that just weren't quite expecting the physicality and the athleticism that they brought onto the football field.
No, and that's a good thing. Like this game will be good for the Panthers. They're going to look back at the film. There's going to be a lot of film to study and a lot of things that other teams are going to be watching as well.
Oh, yeah.
That the Panthers can be ready for going into district play.
Yep.
This game, it's going to add to the toolbox of the Panthers, both the players and the coaches, to be better prepared heading into district play, and just seeing the offense and seeing how the defense has stepped up in different aspects. You can be nothing but excited heading into district play.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I mean, it's kind of a serving of humble pie. Just hit that reset button before the district starts up, you almost think that number 10 ranking kind of hung over the head a little bit. Maybe not as much as far as, the intensity goes the second half. But, personally, as much as I loved seeing that ranking, it's not everything. We know how rankings go in the state of Texas and how much they flip-flop. It just puts a bigger target on your back. And honestly, the Anahuac Panthers are probably better off without it going forward.
And it's not like this ball game is going to eliminate them from the rankings the rest of the year. If they look impressive coming out next week, they can be right back in it next week. So rankings aside, Panthers are going to be just fine heading into district play. Looking at the stats as I have them, first for the Pioneers, let me turn my light on because it's dark out here. Scott Farine, the leading rusher in the ballgame, 27 carries for 188 yards. LeBlanc, 3 carries for 10. Robinson, 4 carries for 29 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's not 75% rushes for touchdowns. Generally pretty good. Griffin, 6 for 53. Bradford and a touchdown. Bradford, 3 for 16 and a touchdown. And LeBlanc went 6 of 12 for 96 yards. It was Robinson for 73 on 4 receptions. Teekman, 1 for 5. Penalties, 4 for 30 yards against the Pioneers. I had them for 22 first downs, 2 of 10 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth. As for the Panthers, there was not really too much to talk about on the rushing side. Leading rusher for the Panthers, yardage-wise, Thomas DeLo and Darius Richardson, both with 8 yards rushing. Through the air, though, 450 yards through the air for Brady Barrier, 2 interceptions and 4 touchdowns.
3.
Oh, that's right.
3
I
interceptions.
didn't
I didn't mean to remind you of it, but
yeah, that's on me. 29 attempts, and I have it as 23 of 29. Nope, 22 of 29 with 3 interceptions, but 450 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. Cunningham, 4 for 66. Coates, 4 for 43. Garza, 2 for 16. Trotter, 10 for 229 and a couple of touches. 4 penalties, 22 yards against the Panthers. Again, these are all numbers as I have them. The game was quite exciting. There may have been some things that I missed. 18 first downs, which I had 4 in the first half, so 14 in the second half. 1 of 9 on third down, and 0 for 1 on fourth down. And one heck of a ball game. And, one thing that you cannot take away from the Panthers tonight was their heart. The boys played their absolute hardest on both sides of the football. And Mama said there'd be days like this.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And, I mean, I commend them for definitely coming out in the second half and really digging in and fighting hard to get back into this ball game. As we were going into the half, I mean, it seemed like, that just the wind was taken out of their sails and all the Anahuac faithful's sails as well. But coming back and making those adjustments, getting that offense rocking the way that it did was a huge plus. And you can take that away with you going into district play. As for the Pioneers of Lutheran South, what a great football team that they have moving forward. A private school, TAPS, and I heard 5A TAPS. I don't know quite what that relates in terms of UIL classification. Maybe somebody can text me and let me know.
That's the largest classification.
So facing a school that's significantly larger than you, and there was definitely. I talked about the physicality and the size that they have and the athleticism. They definitely got the tools moving forward, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them deep in their own playoffs.
No, absolutely. Hats off to the Pioneers. That there's some incredible athletes at skill positions for them, and best of luck in their season. The Panthers heading into district play. And it'd be nice to get that kicked off as we roll to the Texas UIL state playoffs.
Yeah, Kirbyville next week. Be on the lookout on all of our socials. Like I said, I've been posting quite a few things on TikTok and such, trying to get our socials back up and running. So if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give us a like and follow over there on Facebook or on Twitch. I'm trying to have everything situated and ready to rock and roll for next week. Get some of those kinks ironed out as far as streaming on multiple platforms goes. As we head into district play, there's going to be a game coming up in October that we're going to, have to multi-stream to, and we'll definitely have it worked out by then. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight for the broadcast and coming back after the technical difficulty that we had. But Alex, 3-1 is what our Panthers will be going into district play and face a Kirbyville team that won the district last year.
I feel like if you were to ask head coach Greg Neese right now, going into district play, you're 3-1, he'd be plenty happy. You always want to be 4-0, but you're plenty happy with 3-1. Heading into district play with the best offensive performance you've had all year. All systems go for Kirbyville next week, and the Panthers will be able to take advantage of what should be a march to a district championship.
Absolutely. And that, again, that is the ultimate goal, to have sole possession of that district title. Being the 1 seed going into the Texas high school football playoffs is a big, big deal. You don't want to somehow get into that lower bracket with those those Southwest teams in this region. We know about Columbus, we know about Hitchcock, and we definitely know about Franklin.
Yep.
We've seen all of those teams at one point or another over the years, and they're putting up huge numbers. But don't discount the district that is opposing to us over there. Palestine Westwood looks like they're
They're
big,
back.
yeah, they're legit over there too. So a lot of football left to play in the season. If you haven't seen some emails come through, or if you have a business that you want to advertise on Anahuac Sports Live, we are still got spots open for you. Get in on the action. I mean, there's a, I mean, if this game tonight is any indication on what to expect, and seeing some of the numbers that we have watching tonight, the Panthers are in for a very big season.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for Trent and I tonight, as we're going to make the trek back to Anahuac, as Alex Outram speaking on behalf of my broadcast partner Trent Hart and our videographer Tyler Hart, reminding you of your final score tonight. The Lutheran South Academy Pioneers pull off the victory 54-51 over Anahuac, and we move in to district play next week. Stay tuned to Anahuac Sports Live socials. Make sure you follow all of those. Stay along with the schedule, and we will see you next Friday night. Have a good week, and so long, everybody.